took a fall. Look at that. She did.
We got Ash Williams coming in for a seminar. Excited, nervous because it's my club. I want to make sure everything goes well and he enjoys his time here. But yeah, super excited to learn something new. We haven't had an international seminar here in Perth for a while, so not sure what to expect, but definitely know that we're going to walk away with some knowledge bombs and something exciting.
Fucking monkey hands, bro. Like they curl around like.
It's good to grab him, so like try to hold on to someone.
But it's good to slip out too, right?
Yeah, it's good for like if you're in stuff like that.
Yeah. My biggest advice to anybody who wants to get good at jiu-jitsu is that it's about quality of training, not quantity of training. You know, when I was training twice a day, 6 days a week, and it's just not necessary. It's like your body can't take it. As fun as it is, you just can't physically take it on your body. You get injured, and wear and tear over time will end up with you feeling battered as you're older. So I would say just train 3 hard sessions a week, maybe less, maybe 2 hard sessions, and then just the rest of the time just work on good technique, drill, and just enjoy it. I just tell like all my coaches and basically anyone I speak to about jiu-jitsu, you got to remember realistically for half your class to enjoy jiu-jitsu, the other half have got to be miserable because half are winning and half are losing. But if your goal is to get good at jiu-jitsu, then by just working on jiu-jitsu you're always winning, you're always getting better. The problem is if you look at your rounds and you only focus on wins and losses, not improvements, then you end up quitting.
My biggest advice all the time is just learn to love the sport. Learn to actually love the sport. People say they love the sport, but a lot of people I speak to, I think they love the sport because they don't love anything else. They have no other passion, they have nothing else, but they go like, it's okay, I don't need jiu-jitsu because I'll just go and do this. Jiu-jitsu becomes like their identity, and that's not good. You know, it's not good. Like you got to learn to love jiu-jitsu because it's just a sport that you want to be in, you want to be doing, you want to be on the mats. You love the process, you love the team, you love turning up. You don't want to do it because you've got nothing else to do. So a lot of my pros back home, like they're younger, they're hungry, but you get that sense in them that they just don't want to go do like, you know, they don't want to go stack shells in Tesco's. They don't want to go do another 9-to-5 job, and therefore they want to do jiu-jitsu. That shouldn't be the reason you want to do jiu-jitsu, because you don't want to do the other thing. You should want to do jiu-jitsu because you love it. Depending on your flexibility or movement, you could just try to attract your leg.
Tariqa Plata and the way that he applies it, and he's taking it from every position. You know, for me, in my division, ultra heavyweight, there's a lot of big guys. Trying to Kimura them and things like that is almost impossible. So chuck the legs in and it's good.
Sit back, catch your quad, catch the leg.
Just out of this, just a question. Are you diving over his knee before you get over?
Yeah. So
you got to commit to the dive.
So what I do is once I get to this position I hold his hand down, what I do is I extend my legs straight.
Are you standing up type thing?
So what I do is as I throw this hand, I extend my legs straight. And now he passes the ball. When I push this off.
That might be worth telling people. That's a great bit of detail.
It's really good, really knowledgeable, personable. Yeah. Well, the hip down, lower hip down, it was a little trick nested in the Tariqa Plata. So yeah, he kind of talked about sweeps or positional with the hips. So instead of pushing up in, going down and under.
Nah, we'll go to the changing rooms.
Full-time partnership. No, mate.
Jake has some of the best leg locks I've ever felt. in all my travels. So all the people that I've trained with, he has some of the best leg locks I've ever felt on my legs personally. So I definitely think that would be his biggest attribute.
I do think he could do well. The truth is, I think he's on the cusp of where your mindset needs to be. So he's like he's treading water, you know. Like he could sink at any minute if things don't go his way. But he also could rise to the occasion. You know, he come out of the water and he could look great. So if he gets to his game, I believe he could actually beat anyone.
Had he worked on his wrestling for the last 6 months a lot harder, and you'd asked me earlier about what I think of the guy's chances here, I would have been, I'm already confident that Jake can do well, but I'd have been very confident he could win it. I'm very confident he could win the trials because he could wrestle harder.
Because I felt some of the stuff he does, and it's fantastic. He's very, very strong. Where he wants to be, he's very strong, like for sure. But some of the cracks and chinks in his armour, which we have, I don't want to say like we've put a band-aid on it for now, you know, and we haven't fully fixed the problem, but we've strengthened it. I still think that if he gets exposed there, then he could drown, you know. But on his day, man, he could be anyone.
Before I continue, obviously, on behalf of myself, I brought Ash out here. I've been working with Ash for 18 months now. He brought Josh. I brought him out here to help us, okay? It was a business decision, but I think they gave more than what a business transaction would be, okay? They treated us like they were part of their team, okay? Whether they were blunt about it or not, that's what we needed, okay? Ash and Josh have shown us a new level that we need to maintain and keep, all right? The way to train, and the way to train at that intensity, but safely with each other, okay? Ash obviously has got ADCC coming up. He could have easily turned around and been like, no man, I'm going to focus on myself for the next few months and I'll come out when I'm done. Josh obviously needs a few surgeries, didn't have to come either, all right? But they did, okay? So on behalf of myself mainly, and obviously the gym and the boys and girls that have not just been in the camp, but you guys have helped through the classes, the privates. I know that my students have been messaging you guys for help as well, and you've been responding straight away. From the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate that, guys. It means the world to us. Yeah? So thank you to Josh and Ash for that.
So we're just flying out now for trials. There's Bethany, Bam competing in the under 60 female division. And there's the El Capitano, Jake, who's competing in the under 77 division. And this is Ava, his daughter. Ava, say hello.
Say hello to camera.
Hello.
And obviously we got Josh with us. That's for Josh back there. Ava, is your first time in Sydney?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. So ADCC trials in 4 days. So yeah, we'll just see how we get on now. Everyone's on weight, so that's always good. But looking forward to seeing the guys compete. Bethany and Jake. The rest of the squad's flying in later tonight and over the next 2 days. So plenty of time for us.
We're at the beach.
Oh my God. Squad landing in Sydney. Peaches, Adele, Jacoby over there, Simon, and then our main man Devin doing the trials. If Dev gets his passport. Dev, you got your passport yet, mate? You let him know, bro. You let him know. What? Look at that. Sun's shining. Oh! Triple champ, how'd that go? Yeah, I just got smoked by a girl. We're gonna split the money, so it is what it is. Bam, can you show us the winner's dance, please? Winner interview. How did it go?
Show me the money!
Winner's dance. So, here we are. Sydney Opera House for the boys. It's definitely better than I thought it would be, in fairness. Ash, would think. To be fair, Sydney Opera House is fantastic. Yep, much more impressive. Not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad. There he is, the triple champ. Surprised not getting mugged by all his fans, but it is what it is. Just casually managing to stroll through Sydney, and the fame's not getting to him. Fantastic news. Obviously, we hired a bodyguard just in case.
That's what now the piece is.
It was really good. Like all the guys had a pretty good performance. I ended up losing the quarterfinals to a really good kid out of B team. Not happy with the result, but it's something to build on.
I thought it performed really well. I got 2 wins. Played one of them tactically, like beautiful, exactly how you want to. I told us against you have to be able to do that. The way it's required of you. Second match, a good submission win, which we thought he'd be able to achieve a leg up at some point. Third match, it definitely underperformed, a bit underwhelming. Thought a very, very good name in Joseph Chen. He took bronze. Obviously, Jake got to the top 8, which was really good, and it does make for hard work. You know, once you get to the top 8, top 4, like all the guys are just ridiculous. You know, just stupidly good. But I think like when you knock out some of the earlier guys, when you get to the top 8, top 4, you treat those guys like the early guys, and some of the early guys are not of that caliber. You know, so they're not. Some people are not. So they're not switched on for that level of competition. So I know Jake can get the ticket. So hopefully the next 2 trials, make some adjustments and go from there. The trials were good, well organised. The guys performed well. A couple of mistakes, but it was their first trial, so it's expected. So I'd expect next time round on much better results.
I think the mentality thing is the biggest thing for me personally. You know, like I feel like I'm technically on that level, but sometimes I let myself down mentally. But since I've been here and working with Ash for such a long time, like my confidence is growing and growing and growing to a point where, like, you know, the results themselves the last 12 months has been really good. You know, I think I've only lost 2 matches. One of them to the guy that got 3rd and one of them to the guy that got 2nd. So, like, I'm right there, you know, like. And we've all got matches booked, man. I'm on again in 2 weeks, and then I'm off to the UK 2 weeks after that. Peaches had a real good first round with Jeremy Skinner, which is only going to up his stocks in terms of super fights and stuff like that. And then, like, we're already talking about the next trials. So, like, none of it, like, real sucks to lose, and we don't like it, and it hurts. But, you know, we're all getting ready for the next one already. So, yeah, but I'm really proud of the team. We booked one ticket to ADCC, so Adele won her under 60 kilo division, so that's amazing, you know, for her as an individual, and then for us as a team. Yeah, it was really good, man. Real good bonding experience, and for basically everyone's first time at trials. I think Peaches was the only one that had done trials before. We all had like really good performance, so yeah, really happy with it.
Like everyone sort of came together. I think that's one of the first times we've gone out of Perth as such a large group. And everyone's super supportive. We unionised really well. There's always that fear that everyone's got their own, like so many people competing. Everyone's got their own like focus walls and sort of can, you know, become a little bit dysfunctional. But it wasn't. It was really good, and everyone was super supportive. Win, lose, everyone come down, pat you on your back, and there wasn't any sense of sort of like people feeling sorry for you. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, everyone's out there to do a job. It was sick. I really enjoyed it.
Are you meant to wear an engagement ring?
Just the fact of being with my brother. You know, like I always think about this, like we were kids training together. And I think we're 30 years old this year. And you know, we went to see like Sydney Opera House, or the Light Festival in Sydney. That was brilliant. You know, so me and my brother were in Sydney together when this Light Festival was on. If you told me like that would have happened when I was, you know, 12, I'd be like, no, come on, like, no way. Even 5 years ago, asked me would me and my brother be in Sydney. Not even peaches. I'm like, nah, no way. Get back home, spend the time with family and friends, and then start Ashes prep for the Worlds in September. So yeah, just get on that.